Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's often considered taboo, man, but it's incredibly important to discuss masturbation. We gotta be honest with ourselves. It's something that a lot of people struggle with, and the societal pressures around it don't help. We're gonna be real here, no judgment, just an open conversation about the potential downsides and why you might want to reconsider making it such a regular habit. Look, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life, but I think it's important to explore different perspectives and make informed decisions about our bodies and minds. So buckle up, because we're about to explore 8 compelling reasons why you might want to think twice about masturbation. It's time to get real, folks. If you enjoy this kind of topic, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest video. Let's begin our journey. All right, let's talk about focus. You ever notice how sometimes your brain feels scattered, like a bunch of tabs open at once? We live in a world of constant stimulation, right? Social media, news, emails, it's like our brains are in overdrive. And then you add masturbation, another distraction pulling for your attention. That energy, that mental bandwidth, could be channeled elsewhere. Imagine harnessing that energy towards your goals, your passions, unlocking a new level of productivity and creativity. Bruce Lee said, "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus." Masturbation can be a way to unwind, to de-stress. But what if there were healthier ways to achieve calm and focus? Meditation, exercise, spending time in nature, these clear your mind and sharpen focus. It's about taking control, becoming the master of your own domain. So next time you're feeling scattered, ask yourself, is this serving me, or is it just another distraction? Eliminate the unnecessary. Make room for the extraordinary. Let's talk about energy, that primal force that drives us. You ever wake up feeling sluggish, like you're running on fumes? Yeah, we've all been there. Now, I'm not saying masturbation is the only energy vampire out there, but it's definitely something to consider. Think about it. You're expending energy, both physically and mentally, every time you engage in that activity. And over time, that can take a toll on your overall energy levels. It's like running a marathon every other day. Eventually, your body's gonna need a break. Now imagine if you could redirect that energy, that vitality, towards something else. Working out, pursuing a passion, building something amazing. It's about harnessing that raw power and using it to fuel your dreams. Look at the animal kingdom, man. Animals in the wild, they don't just go around depleting their energy reserves for no reason. They conserve their energy. They use it strategically, for survival, for reproduction. We're animals too. We're part of nature. And we've got these primal instincts hardwired into us. So it's about tapping into that ancient wisdom, that understanding of energy conservation, and using it to our advantage. Because when you're vibrating at a higher frequency, when your energy is flowing freely, you become unstoppable. You become a force of nature. Let's talk about relationships, man. Real, deep, meaningful connections. We all crave that intimacy, that feeling of being seen and understood on a soul level. But sometimes we get in our own way. We seek fulfillment in fleeting pleasures, in quick fixes, instead of cultivating the kind of intimacy that sets our souls on fire. And look, I'm not here to judge anyone's choices, but I think it's important to be honest about the potential impact of our habits on our relationships. When we prioritize solo activities over shared experiences, we risk creating a disconnect, a chasm between ourselves and our partners. It's like we're building walls instead of bridges. Now imagine if we channeled that energy, that desire for connection into our relationships. Imagine the intimacy, the passion, the fireworks, if you will, that could ignite when we're fully present, fully invested in the moment with our partners. It's about creating a sacred space, a sanctuary where vulnerability thrives and love flourishes. It's about exploring each other's bodies and souls with curiosity and reverence. Because true intimacy, it's not just about physical pleasure. It's about a meeting of minds, a merging of spirits. It's about creating a bond that's unbreakable, unshakable. Let's talk about guilt and shame, man. Those heavy emotions that can weigh us down and keep us stuck. Now, I'm not here to tell you what's right or wrong, but I think it's important to acknowledge that for some people, masturbation can be a source of shame and guilt. It's like this secret, this thing we do in the shadows, and it can create this internal conflict, this feeling of not being good enough. And that's a heavy burden to carry, man. Now imagine if you could release that burden, if you could step out of the shadows and into the light. Imagine the freedom, the sense of peace that could wash over you when you're no longer at war with yourself. It's about self-acceptance, man, about embracing all parts of ourselves, even the parts we deem messy or imperfect. It's about recognizing that we're all works in progress, and that's okay. Because true strength, it doesn't come from denying our shadows. It comes from integrating them, from accepting ourselves fully and completely. It's about recognizing that we're worthy of love and belonging, just as we are. Let's talk about sex, baby. Real, raw, mind-blowing sex. Now, I'm not saying masturbation is the enemy of good sex, but it's like anything else. Too much of a good thing can sometimes diminish the returns. Think about it. When you're constantly stimulating yourself, it's like your senses become desensitized. It's like eating the same meal every day. Eventually, it's not going to taste as good. Now imagine if you could hit the reset button, if you could recalibrate your senses and experience sex with a newfound intensity. Imagine the fireworks, the explosions of pleasure when you're fully present, fully engaged in the moment with your partner. It's about creating anticipation, building tension, and then releasing it in a way that's both exhilarating and deeply satisfying. It's about exploring each other's bodies with curiosity and reverence, discovering new pathways to pleasure. Because great sex, it's not just about the physical, it's about the emotional, the spiritual connection. It's about creating a shared experience that's both intimate and transcendent. Let's talk about time, man. That precious finite resource we can never get back. We all get the same 24 hours, but how we spend them determines our lives. Those minutes, those hours, they add up over time. If we're not careful, we can find ourselves wondering where all that time went. Imagine reclaiming those lost hours, investing in activities that nourish our souls. Spending time with loved ones, the possibilities are endless. It's about being intentional with our time, making choices that align with our values. Our time is precious, and we have the power to choose how we spend it. All right, let's get into the science of it all, man. We're talking hormones, those chemical messengers that control pretty much everything in our bodies, including our sex drive. Now, there's a lot of debate about the impact of masturbation on hormone levels, but some studies suggest that abstaining for certain periods can lead to fluctuations in testosterone, the big daddy of male hormones. Think about it. When you're constantly releasing, you're essentially telling your body, hey, we're good on the testosterone front. But when you give your body a break, it's like hitting the reset button. Now, I'm not saying everyone's going to experience a surge in testosterone just by cutting back on masturbation. It's a complex issue, and everyone's physiology is different. But some people report feeling more energy, more motivation, even increased muscle growth when they abstain for periods of time. It's like tapping into a hidden reserve of power. Now, I'm not a doctor, so don't take this as medical advice. But it's definitely something to think about, man. Our bodies are constantly adapting, responding to the signals we're sending them. So if you're feeling sluggish, if your mojo's been lacking, maybe it's time to experiment to see how your body responds to a little bit of self-control. Let's talk about goals, man. Those big, hairy, audacious dreams that keep us moving forward. We all have them. Those visions of the people we want to become, the things we want to achieve. But sometimes we get in our own way. We get distracted, we get sidetracked, we get caught up in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of the bigger picture. Now, I'm not saying masturbation is the only thing that can derail our dreams, but it's definitely something to consider. Think about it. That time, that energy, that focus we're dedicating to it. It could be channeled elsewhere. Imagine if we could harness that drive, that determination, and direct it towards our goals. Imagine the progress we could make, the mountains we could climb if we were fully committed, fully present in the pursuit of our dreams. It's about discipline, man, about making choices that align with our values and priorities. It's about recognizing that our time is precious, and we have the power to choose how we spend it. Because at the end of the day, it's not about instant gratification, it's about delayed gratification. It's about putting in the work, making the sacrifices, so we can reap the rewards down the line. So there you have it, folks. 8 reasons why you might want to reconsider making masturbation a regular habit. Remember, everyone's journey is unique, and what's right for one person may not be for another. If you have any concerns, consider speaking with a healthcare professional or therapist. They can provide personalized guidance and support. If you enjoyed this thought-provoking discussion, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Thanks for watching and engaging with us. See you on our next journey.